Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and to another Transformers review. Today we're going to be taking a look at MFT's Fight Super Mech Life versus Head Warrior Kongmeng Head Warrior Cool One. I'm not kidding, it's all on there. Anyway, this is their take on Brainstorm, and yeah, if anybody's seen my previous reviews for MFT figures, you will know that I absolutely adore them. I think they are outstanding little figures, and they are my main collection of the Legends scale. Well, it depends on what you call Legends scale. They are a little bigger than some Legends figures. I call these Legends scale from about 10 years ago, but they're more like deluxe scale now, if I'm honest. They're getting larger. Well, they're not getting larger, sorry, that's incorrect. Hasbro's are getting smaller, but yeah. Anyway, so let's have a look at this guy, but before we do, let's see what he comes with. And he does come with instructions, and as is the way with MFT, they do these nice photograph instructions so you can follow along quite well. Always very clear. But they have now started giving you 2 sheets, which is different. So you get 1 and you get 2. So yeah, but you do get some nice photography of the figure on this sheet. I think that looks very nice. You get him there. And that's a couple of others, and I do have both of these and I will be reviewing them. So he comes with instructions. He comes with this little piece, which is a connector for a flight stand. You can use it in both modes, so you can just pop it up between his legs, and as you can see, it holds in quite well. So if you have a stand, presumably with a square peg, I don't know, I imagine most of them will fit that. You can have him, oh, it's gone. You can have him on a stand in a flying pose, yes, if you wanted to. So there's that. And he does come with 2 guns, and the guns do transform themselves, but I will get to that when we get to the alt mode. But for now, I'll leave them in the robot mode configuration, and you can see you get 1 for each side of his alt mode, and yeah, they're quite nicely done. They look good. They're not too hollow. I mean, there is some hollowness to them, but they're not too bad. So yeah, that's what he comes with. So let's have a look at the figure himself. And oh man, that is straight off the cartoon. That is, love it. Absolutely outstanding. I mean, there are bits that aren't exactly right. It's never going to be 100%, but head sculpt wise, that's pretty spot on. That's how he looks. Yeah. You can flip down this front panel and you get the tech specs. It's not, you know, you can take the head off, put the head back on. It doesn't, it's just painted on or just tampoed on. So, you know, there's no, it doesn't function, as it were. It's just tampoed on, but there's some nice details in there as well, which is cool. And you've got some nice clear pieces, but we'll see more of that when we get to transformation. He doesn't really have much paint on him. It's mostly moulded in the white, the greeny blue and the black, but where it does have paint, it's quite nicely done. There's some paint down here on his shins. Honestly, I really don't mind that these aren't slathered with paint, because I want them as cartoon accurate as possible. So I'm absolutely fine with this. Come around to the back, and you can see, you'll see this in the transformation, but you can see around the back here, the legs are hollow, but they have at least given a nice cover there. And they're hollow for a reason, because they need to be. It's got some hollowness on his arms here, but honestly, it doesn't really bother me. For the price that these are, a little bit of hollowness doesn't bother me, honestly. So, articulation wise, his head does rotate, and there's not really very much more you can do because, I mean, he's a headmaster, so, you know, it just sort of, it comes off, but it does rotate a bit. But it is slightly hindered by the thrusters up here on his shoulders, which, no, it's not a huge issue. You can rotate his arm all the way around, and it does go in and out. There's also another joint here that's mainly for transformation, but you can use it if you want to have his arm higher or lower, you know, however you like that. You can move both of the wings, so you can have them wherever you want them. It does have an upper bicep swivel. It does have an elbow joint, which is about 90 degrees, I would say. Nothing at the wrist. It does have a waist swivel. You can kick forward that far. Oops. No, not yet, not yet. Back, actually really far. Goes out to the side all the way. It's got upper thigh rotation. 90 degrees at the knee. I mean, if you wanted to take it all the way, you could do. You know, if you move that cover over, you could probably take that off if you took the pin out. And his feet are on a ball joint, so you get a good range of motion on the feet. So yeah, he looks really good. I really like him, which is unsurprising. Let's just pop him there for a minute, and we will give him his weapons. And he can hold the weapons in either hand, but ideally you'd want the, you know, the one with the fin pointing that way on that arm, and the fin pointing that way on that arm, because that's the way he's meant to look. So there he is with his weapons. Oh, he does look pretty good. I do really like him. So yeah, very nice, very, very nice. So let's get to the transformation, but before we do that, let me just pop his head off and we'll take a closer look at it. So here's the face, and again, as I said, it's very screen accurate. It looks brilliant. And let me just unfold him, and there he is. Hello, hello, little Brainstorm. Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, it's really cute. And he's all smiley. Look how smiley he is. They've done a fantastic job of painting that face, because, I mean, that's like the size of a pinhead. I kid you not, it is so small. So, yeah, props there to whoever painted this little chap. You see he's got a little bit of detailing to him. And these are very much like original Headmasters, so you can't really move much. You can move the arms, and the arms move in tandem. You can't move one and leave the other. But you can get him in a nice sitting pose. So, yeah, he's minute. Well, what can I do? I will tell you what, here we go. Because I reviewed these a few days ago, and I haven't taken them upstairs yet, because I'm lazy. But that's a mini-mate head, so you get an idea there of just how small these little chaps are. So there you go. So we'll leave his head off, and we will do the transformation. Let's put him there. Ooh, headless. Okay, so you're going to want to start by just lifting this section up at the front here, like so. Move that back and then fold that piece down. Just pop the arms out of the way for a minute. Rotate the legs that way. And then just bring this leg up. Fold this piece down. Come to the toe. Move this piece out all the way around. And then rotate this whole section like so. Rotate at the thigh, fold this over like so, close up the little door, and then this little tab here is going to go in here like so, and that holds that all in place, and then just bring down the nose cone like that. Come around to the other side, come around to the back, and you need to do the same. So you're going to open a little door, and you need to rotate this way. Fold out the toe, well, not the toe, this piece here. Rotate this around. I got that the wrong way around. You have to rotate it that way. Fold that all in like so. And then you need to just wiggle that little door around like so, and then there's a tab there. It's just going to go in there. That way. And you're going to fold this piece up into where the head came out of, like that, and you should have this. And then from here you're just going to take the arms, rotate them so that this large tab is facing inwards, like so, and that's just going to go in there. Bring the arm down at the elbow, and then just take the fist and fold that piece up. It doesn't tab into anything, it just sort of hangs out there, but it's fine. Do the same on the other side. Rotate that around. Tab in. You may need to wiggle this up a little bit as well. Bring that down. Bring the arm back, or the fist back, and there you have the alt mode. And to finish it off, you're going to take the guns that we had earlier, and you're going to just transform these. So you're going to fold this piece out, and then push that in. Got drops here again. Hold out, push in. And then this will go, oh flipping heck, I can't keep hold of anything today. Which side is this? It's this side. No, I had it right in the first place. And we're just going to tab that into there, like so. And the same the other side. Flipping heck, come on, what's the matter with me? There you go, there we are. And that is the alt mode in all its glory, and it does look pretty good. Now what you can do with the Headmaster is, sadly it doesn't fit in the cockpit, which is a shame. I would have liked that if it had, it would have been cool. But you can just open up this section here, and you can just put him in there. You can only really put him in his head mode. You can't, I mean, you could maybe sit him that way, but you can't sit that way. Now then you can't close the flap, so yeah, it has to stay in his head mode, which is it's a slight bit of a shame, but it's not that big of a problem. And yeah, and I think the alt mode that you end up with is really nice. I personally think it looks pretty good. I mean, I've got to say, it's probably better than the alt mode we got. Oh crikey, and what was it called? I bought all the Legends figures. What was it? Titans Returns. So I got the Takara versions of those, but even then they're not massively exciting. But I think for a Legends class figure, I think I ended up paying about 16 quid for this. I think that's pretty good. I think that's decent. It's a nice alt mode, I like it. You can't really see anything different here except for the cockpit. It's done in a nice translucent orange. So yeah, but everything else is, you know, you've pretty much seen it all, haven't you? And you can use the stand again, or the attachment for a flight stand, and it fits in the exact same place. So yeah, you can have it on a flight stand if you want to. So yeah, I really like it. I think this is a good looking little figure, and yeah, definitely happy with it. Much happier with this than I have been with quite a lot of the recent official Transformers, I have to be honest. Which brings me to I have seen and have been very underwhelmed with the legacy figures. I'm going to be a bit more choosy about what I buy from now on, especially with the prices going up, because as most of you will know, I don't collect just Transformers. I collect a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm having to be choosy with everything, and I did not see anything in the reveals on Hasbro PulseCon that I liked. So this channel is probably going to be focusing more on third-party figures than official. So yeah, I hope that you're okay with that, because at the end of the day, nobody gives me these figures. I have to buy them, and I don't want to buy figures that I don't want just to review, because it's kind of self-defeating, really. I just don't have the money to do that. So yeah, there's probably going to be quite a few more third-party figures, high-end dinosaurs, that sort of stuff, rather than the toy side of things, because prices have just been going up and up and up, and I can't keep up with it. So yeah, bear that in mind when you come back to the channel. I hope I don't lose any of you, but if I do, then thanks for subscribing up until now. I appreciate everybody's support. This is only a very new channel, it's a very small channel, but I do appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you. So that's it for this. So I do have a couple more MFT figures to review, and they will be going up as soon as I have done, so do stay tuned for those. And as always, thank you for watching, take care, and bye for now.